Escape rooms, huh?
Yeah, we did a few, just a few of us, but no, that was more of a one-time thing.
No, what can you say about the power play right now? It's completely clicking and number 2 in the nation, and you kind of had that number 1 unit.
Yeah, I just think it's obviously we had a few changes, and there's been a lot of guys in and out of it, but now we kind of found our rhythm. Everyone uses each other. No one's selfish on it. Doesn't matter who's shooting it. We're just looking for the open guy, and like you said, it's really been clicking. So hopefully we can continue that into this weekend.
You'll go up against a top power play in the nation. On the penalty kill, how do you control and stop that?
It'll obviously be tough. I think it's more so focusing on what we can control, going over some of their tendencies and just obviously understanding that we got to stick to our plan and executing what we do best on the penalty kill.
What do you see their tendencies being?
They're great puck movers. They got a lot of talent over there, obviously, with, some of the best players in the country, and just sort of making them make the hard plays. Can't make it easy for them, being aggressive, so just forcing them into things they don't want to do.
What are some of the things you're going to take from last time playing them in November to now? Like, what are the lessons you guys have learned?
Yeah, I think our team's changed a lot over that time, and I think they're going to be extra hungry, obviously, with what happened last time we played them, and this time it's in our building, so just like you said, sort of learning little things from that game, watching video from those two games, and understanding what we need to do to sort of take it to them again. And it's in front of our fans, so we gotta do the best we can.
To piggyback off that though too, obviously beating them twice, like you said, in their building, and yeah, you guys have obviously had games, they've had games, but do you feel like when that happens to a team like that, they've kind of circled this on their schedule to get down here?
Yeah, 100%. We know they're going to be very hungry and obviously want payback. We would be the same way with teams that have swept us, and we know it's going to be tough. They're coming off a 11-goal game. Their offense is firing, so we got to be prepared and sort of take it to them rather than let them take it to us right away.
What's it been like having two great goalies, Pav and Gibby, behind you in that?
Oh, it's amazing. It's every single night, just easy to trust them, and they're just amazing guys as well. It's easy to play for them, and we want each of them to do so well. So whenever, it doesn't matter who's in net, we're playing just as hard to get them their win.
Hobie Baker nominee. What does that mean to you?
It's obviously exciting. I think it speaks volumes to our team. For the most part, I get the guys the puck and they do the rest. But no, it was a nice honor, and I never had that in my first 4 years, and had a bit of a rough season last year. So just to have that was exciting for sure.
You've played a lot with Sam Court this year. How do you see his game has grown over the season?
I think he's just been getting better and better every game. He's so offensively gifted, and we're really starting to gel together. So I think even just from this, like I tell him all the time, even from just the summer, like he's gotten so much faster and stronger. Like I don't even think he realizes that he's that much quicker. So like just kind of using his skill set to his advantage. It's tough being a freshman, but he's really adjusted well, and I've really enjoyed playing with him.
Can you just talk about Benji as a teammate and what you guys are going to miss about him on the ice?
Yeah, that's a really tough loss. Benji's amazing. He's the oldest guy on the team, and we like to give it to him like that, but he's just such an amazing leader. His work ethic on and off the ice, he's smart, and like everyone's gonna miss him so much, but he's still gonna be a massive part of our locker room, even though he won't necessarily be playing, so we're still lucky to have him around.
Obviously he'll be a part of that, still be a veteran off the ice, but how can you guys as a whole team kind of come together and continue to be leaders on the ice?
Yeah, I think it's just in our depth, like everyone has to step up and sort of fill that role, and also just sort of we're obviously gonna miss him, but like I said, like he's still gonna be around, and he's got our backs. Even that game, he gave us a little speech. and just his passion, we all feed off it, so we'll be playing for him every night.
How much upside does this team still have left in the season?
I think lots. All year we've dealt with injuries, and again, it's really unfortunate that we couldn't finally get a full healthy lineup, but anyone can play anywhere. We've had guys on the fourth line play on the first line and just moving around, very interchangeable. So I think guys will step into different roles and do their best at them.
Like you said, you've been dealing with injuries all year long. What's the mentality you guys have to make sure you guys are still like competing for the top spot in the NCHC?
Yeah, I think it's just taking a game at a time. We came in, they had us ranked 8th to finish in the NCHC, and now we're right around the top. So I think it's just taking it a game at a time. There's no more underdog story. It's teams are chasing us, and like you said, we got Denver coming in this weekend, and we got both against them last time. We got to do it again.
Power said that as much as he loves the last group that made the tournament, he thinks this one has a little bit more upside. What, from your perspective, makes this group so special?
I would say honestly our depth, like I was saying before, the guys on the fourth line play on the first line, and everyone just gels really, really well together. We've dealt with all those injuries, so everyone sort of had the chance to play together, and I think the chemistry's there. We're a close team off the ice and on the ice, and I would say this is the best team I've ever played for, as well as one of the closest. So I think it's just a really special group altogether.
And when you talk about that, I mean, coaches I know in past seasons has talked about it, but like being able to mix up lines and, like you say, having guys fill spots when you're on the ice, you're seeing it. How much do you feel that frustrates teams as they're trying to prep for you?
I think it definitely does, because obviously when you're going over, looking at other teams' tendencies and getting ready for these weekends, you kind of know what each line brings to the table, and with us being so interchangeable, I think a lot of guys have chemistry together. It's easy to mix and match, and it's hard for them to sort of know what's coming, and I think that's something that's really special about our team.
You mentioned that when Benji went down, he gave a speech to you guys in the locker room. What was the message that he gave you guys?
Just that obviously we didn't know exactly all the details. He hadn't met with doctors and whatnot, but just saying that it's his last year, and doesn't matter what happens, like he's going to be here for us, and obviously we have his back, and we'll do whatever we can to win for him.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.